Namaste, welcome to Geeta's Kitchen. Today again we'll have a veg meal combo, but this is going to be a totally no onion, no garlic full meal. This is in preparation for the Amavasya of this month, Tamil month of Thai Amavasya. So let's see how to make this. Here again certain vegetables, of course onion, garlic are not used. Apart from that we don't use brinjal or radish, that is mooli, or even drumsticks or bottle gourd, that is lauki. We use only different kinds of vegetables, mostly the desi vegetables. What is very important is we have to use this raw banana in the cooking. And the menu, we are going to have a Paruppu Payasam. Paruppu Payasam means payasam made with dal, moong dal and little bit of chana dal. Apart from that, I am having Thayir Pachadi, that is Raita with cucumber. I have grated one cucumber like this and kept it ready. Then for the sabjis, we have this raw banana fry. Then another one using bitter gourd. Also I have sliced it, removing the seeds and the inner spongy part. And one kootu using this ash gourd or white pumpkin. I have peeled it, chopped into pieces and kept. Then we will have a Morkuzhambu, is a buttermilk based gravy using bindi, cut into small pieces and kept. I have soaked half cup of whole white urad for the vadai. Also I have added 2 teaspoons of raw rice to it while soaking. So this has been soaking for about 2.5 hours now. This is regular Sona Masuri raw rice for the plain rice. This is Urad Dal, both for Sambar and Rasam. And this moong dal and chana dal will be using for the Kootu as well as the Payasam. Apart from this, I will just soak a small piece of tamarind for the sambar. For rasam, I am going to use lemon. So we will be making lemon rasam. Apart from this, you can keep your other herbs ready, that is coriander leaves, curry leaves, some green chilies, some little bit of ginger, which you will be using during the process of cooking. And of course, you have to set curd and keep to serve as plain curd, and also for the raita. See, our curd is also set and ready. Also grate some fresh coconut and keep it ready. So when all this pre-preparation is done and ready, we can complete the meal very quickly and systematically too. First we will wash the rice and the dals and bring it. So for 1 cup rice, I am measuring out 2.5 cups of water. This is Sona Masuri raw rice. Now this is the Urad Dal for the sambar. I have used half cup. So I am adding 2 cups of water. This dal will be used for plain dal, sambar as well as rasam. So 2 cups of water. Now this is both for the kootu as well as the payasam, moong dal plus chana dal. So this also I will take about 2 cups of water. Add some turmeric powder only to the Urad Dal. Place these separator containers one on top of the other. Place the dals down and the rice on top. Many of you have asked me about these separators. These are easily available online as well as in any department store. You can get the containers depending on the size of your pressure cooker. Place water in the base of your pressure cooker. These are all tips for beginners who are not yet used to pressure cooking. Now we will switch it on and we will cook it for 3 whistles and switch it off. Today for the vadai, I am using my wet grinder. You can even grind it in a mixie, but this gives you more volume of batter. So wash it clean. Just add a little bit, about 1/4 cup of water. Don't throw this water in which it was soaked. It is fresh water only. Use it to grind your vada batter, your vadas will come out very well. We will need some ginger and green chili for the vada, so take a small piece of ginger and grate it and keep it ready. Also one green chili, you can chop it fine and keep that also ready. And a few curry leaves to add to the batter when it is ready. Scrape the sides from time to time. See, you can check your batter. It needs to be ground a little more. Be careful, do not add too much water while grinding. Only then you will be able to shape the vadas well. You can just sprinkle 1 or 2 tablespoons of water, that's it. Three whistles are done. I switched off my pressure cooker. Coming back to our vada batter, you can check how it is. Nice, soft, fluffy and airy batter. We'll switch this off. See, this should be the consistency of your batter so that you can shape the vadais. Vada batter is ready. Now this I can take it for washing. Keep cleaning as you are working, so then in the end you won't have a dirty platform and difficult to clean. To this batter I am adding green chili, ginger and curry leaves. Salt alone we will add just before frying. This is so that I don't forget any ingredient. I like to keep it ready like this. Now I can keep this aside. I have taken 2 raw bananas. One I have already chopped and placed in water. Whenever you chop, place it in water so that it doesn't get discolored. And then peel it and cut it into slices. Now drain out all the bananas, chopped ones. To this add some turmeric powder, salt, chili powder, this is hing. This is 1 teaspoon of rice flour. Toss it well together so that all the pieces get well coated with the masalas. Today I am using coconut oil for making the sabji. You can use your regular groundnut oil, til oil also. Now add some mustard seeds, urad dal, a few curry leaves, we have already added hing and other spices to this, so just drop in these banana pieces along with the masala, stir it well and allow it to cook. Side by side we will make the kootu also. Kootu is a gravy kind of vegetable. Pour some water in a pan, and this is this white pumpkin or ash gourd which we have peeled and chopped. Add a pinch of turmeric powder and salt to this and cook till done. So while the vegetable is boiling, we will make the masala paste for the kootu. So here I am taking 4 heaped teaspoons of fresh grated coconut. To this I am adding 2 dry red chilies, and half a teaspoon of mustard seeds. Add a little bit of water and make it into a smooth paste. Now side by side, have an eye on this raw banana fry also. Toss it a little bit as required and allow it to fry well. You can keep it covered on a medium flame for a few minutes. The masalas have been blended into a thick paste. We have to just wait for the vegetable to boil now. The cooker pressure has released, so we'll carefully open it and see. Rice is perfectly done. This is the moong and chana dal, both for the kootu as well as the payasam. And this is the tur dal for the sambar and rasam. So we'll keep this aside for now. See, our raw banana has become nice and crisp. I'll switch it off now. Let it remain in this hot kadai for a while. It will get a little more crisp and then I'll transfer it. So our raw banana fry is nice and crisply done. I can remove it into our serving bowl. Let's check our pumpkin for the kootu. This also seems to be well cooked. Now we'll add this ground paste to it. I'm adding a little more water. Mix it well and allow this masala also to cook for a minute or so. Now we'll add in some of this dal, that is the moong dal and the chana dal, which we had cooked and kept ready earlier. Remaining I am keeping for the payasam. Add a sprig of curry leaves. For seasoning the kootu, just take a teaspoon of oil. This is cold pressed coconut oil. You can use whichever oil is comfortable to you. Add some mustard seeds, urad dal, a little bit of jeera and one dry red chilli. See, the kootu has come to a correct consistency, boiling well. Pour this tempering on top. So our pushnika or ash gourd kootu is also ready. We can keep this aside. Next we will make a fry using this bitter gourd or pavakai. So just take this sliced bitter gourd in a bowl. Add some salt and mix it well together and just leave it aside for about 10 minutes. So meanwhile we will make the raita, cucumber raita or Thayir Pachadi. I have grated one large cucumber. To this I am just whisking about half a cup of curd, fresh homemade curd. I will not add the salt now, we will add the salt just before serving. For the raita, just take a teaspoon of oil. This is my regular cooking oil or sunflower oil I have taken for this. Add some mustard seeds, some jeera or cumin seeds, one green chilli finely chopped and some hing. Pour this on top of the raita. So the raita is also done. Salt we will add later because we don't want it to become too watery. Keep this aside. Next we will make Morkuzhambu or a curd based gravy. For that we will fry these chopped lady's fingers. Heat a spoon of oil and preferably take a heavy kadai. Add this chopped bindi to it. Now for the Morkuzhambu, I am taking 4 teaspoons of fresh grated coconut, 1 green chilli. This is a small piece of ginger which I have peeled. I will chop it and add. Also add 1 teaspoon of rice flour. Add a little water and grind it into a smooth paste. Fry it till it is well browned. Meanwhile, our paste of coconut, green chilli and ginger is blended well. To this, I am adding about 1.5 cups of beaten curd, and again I will run it in the mixie just for 30 seconds. Now we will pour this mix of the buttermilk and the ground coconut masala paste and cook it on a low flame. Add some curry leaves and a pinch of haldi or turmeric powder. Stir it well and we will wait till it comes to a boil and the korambu is well cooked. See, our bhindi or lady's finger is also nice and well fried. Add it to this Morkuzhambu while it is cooking. See, our Morkuzhambu is well cooked now. Come to the right consistency and just coming to a boil. At this stage, we will add the required quantity of salt. Give it a good mix and just when it starts boiling, we can switch it off. For seasoning, coconut oil always preferable for Morkuzhambu. Add some mustard seeds and 1 dry red chilli. On top. So our Morkuzhambu is also done now. Now we can make our bitter gourd fry. Just take 2 tablespoons of oil. Meanwhile, our bitter gourd has also become nice and soft. Some people like to wash it at this stage to remove the bitterness, but I am not washing it, we will use it as it is. Add some mustard seeds now to the oil, urad dal, some jeera, hing, add this chopped bitter gourd to it. Add some turmeric powder. I am not adding salt now because we had already added salt while soaking the bitter gourd. This is our homemade sambar powder. Add a teaspoon of that and allow it to cook for about 5 minutes. Now this will cook fast because it has become well softened with the salt. Otherwise bitter gourd will take a long time to fry. At this stage, when it is nearly done, when it is 3/4 cooked, I have taken a small piece of tamarind and soaked in water. We will just add about 2 tablespoons of tamarind extract to it. Meanwhile, we can get our payasam ready. So, we will transfer this cooked moong dal and chana dal into a bowl. They have been very well cooked. I have taken half cup of moong dal and about 2 tablespoons of chana dal. So now I am adding 1 cup of jaggery to this. This is clean jaggery. If you are not sure about the quality of your jaggery, just dissolve it in a little bit of water, filter it and add to your payasam. So wait for the jaggery to get dissolved in this dal mix. Take some grated coconut and add a little water and grind it into a smooth paste. See, when the water is nearly absorbed, you can add a little bit, about a teaspoon of jaggery to this. It enhances the taste, and again allow it to cook well for some more time. See, the same payasam can be made in 2 or 3 ways. One is, along with this dal, you add the jaggery, allow it to come to a boil and switch it off. Another way, after it cools down, you can add some boiled and cooled milk to it. Third option, you can add coconut milk to it. Today I am giving you a fourth option, where I have just blended fresh coconut into a paste. See, when this dal and jaggery is well mixed and it just starts beginning to boil, I am going to add this ground coconut paste to it. Just fresh coconut which we have made into a paste, nothing else. Heat 2 teaspoons of ghee. Add some broken pieces of cashew nuts. You can even add bits of copra, that is dry coconut, or fresh coconut also made into bits. You can fry it in ghee and add. Today I am adding cashew nuts and raisins. When the cashews are fried to a lovely golden brown, raisins also ballooned up, pour it into the payasam. So our dal payasam is also ready. Now for the sambar, just take about a cup of water in a pan. We are going to use this yellow pumpkin for the sambar. So add the peeled and chopped pumpkin pieces to it. Add some haldi powder. Salt, some asafoetida, that is hing, and 2 teaspoons of homemade sambar powder, and let it all cook together till the pumpkin is softened. Side by side, let's make the rasam also. Here I have 1 large ripe red tomato which I chopped into pieces. 1 green chilli I have chopped into pieces. Add that. A small piece of ginger also chopped, and a few curry leaves. For this rasam, we are not using any tamarind. We are going to make lemon rasam. So only lemon juice for the sourness. To this, add about 2 cups of water. Add a pinch of turmeric powder. Now over a low flame, allow it to come to a boil. Also add the required quantity of salt. See, our pumpkin is well cooked. Now this tamarind which we had soaked at the beginning, let's just extract the juice from it. I have only taken a large amla size piece of tamarind because this tamarind is quite sour. Now add this extract after the vegetable has cooked. Meanwhile, let us keep aside some of the thick dal for serving as plain dal. The remaining cooked dal, just whisk it together with the back of a spoon or a whisk so that everything is well mashed. To the sambar, add some fresh curry leaves. This dal is going to be used both for sambar as well as rasam. So we will just decant the dilute portion for the rasam and use the remaining for the sambar. See, after about 4 or 5 minutes, after the raw smell of the tamarind goes away, sambar is boiling well. Now we will add this thick dal to it. And allow everything to come to a boil once again. Here we can see our rasam is also slowly frothing up. Add this dal water to it. and over a low flame allow this also to come to a boil. Rasam is frothing up. At this stage, just switch it off. Just top it up with some fresh coriander leaves on top. Carefully remove the rasam and keep it aside. After removing it from the stove, squeeze the juice off. It's a large lemon, so I am just using half a lemon now on it and mix it well. Now for the rasam, heat a teaspoon of ghee for the seasoning. Temper it with some mustard seeds and jeera. Pour this on top of the lemon rasam. Next, the sambar also has boiled well, so we can do the tempering for that too. For this, just take some oil, add some mustard seeds, a quarter teaspoon of methi seeds, 1 dry red chilli, see, our sambar is done well. Now you can switch it off and pour the tempering on it. Finally, we are ready to make the vadai. Remember, we have not yet added salt to it. We'll add the salt now. The batter should be nice, light and fluffy. You can grind it in your mixie also, but remember to beat it well so that you get nice fluffy batter and there is a lot of aeration in it. Only you will get nice and soft vadas. Once the oil is hot, you can just check with a small bit of batter, drop it, see how it rises to the surface. So this is the correct temperature of the oil. Now you can slightly reduce the heat to medium and start frying the vadas. As usual, keep some water, dip your fingers in water. I have shown this many times, but for those who are seeing my channel for the first time, take a portion of dough, keep it at the tip of your fingers, make a hole in the center and drop it into the oil. Every time dip your fingers in water so that the batter doesn't stick to your fingers. After a few minutes, just flip it over so that it becomes lovely golden brown on the other side too. And the vadas are fried to a lovely golden color like this. Carefully drain it out from the oil. The oil should be between medium to high, not full high also, not lower than medium also. You can even try shaping out the vadais like this. I have shown you earlier too. Just take any metal tree strainer, hold it inverted like this, wet the net portion. Drop a ball of batter on it. Now we can shape it and make a hole in the center and just invert it into the oil. For beginners, it will be a easy method. Batter should be quite thick and fluffy. It should not be too loose. Only then you will get the correct shape. Likewise, make the remaining vadais also. See, the addition of the 2 teaspoons of rice makes your vadais very crisp also. Finally, we will fry a few appalams also, so that will complete our entire cooking process. This is the South Indian Urad Appalam. So we have shown how it is traditionally served on a banana leaf with all the items here. This is the Paruppu Payasam, Thayir Pachadi, Vaazhaikkai raw banana curry, bitter gourd curry, white pumpkin Kootu, and you have this bindi, lady's finger Morkuzhambu, yellow pumpkin Sambar, lemon Rasam and curd, vadai, Appalam, 1 banana, plain hot rice, plain dal. I have also served a little bit of ghee on top, and finally I have some pickle. This is the odumangai or the tender mango in brine. So our no onion, no garlic, Amavasya traditional full meal is now ready. Thank you for watching the video. If you are not able to make all the items at one go, no worries at all. Whenever you find the time and you feel like it, try out one dish at a time and enjoy it with rice, either for lunch or dinner. And we'll meet again with another interesting episode from Geeta's Kitchen. Thank you.